bring out that, to change that belief.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So you had your arm around her.
Uh-huh.
Is that realistic for 5 minutes while giving this lesson?
It wouldn't be 5 minutes.
I didn't even feel like it needed more than a minute. Like
Yeah.
I felt, it was weird how quickly things changed in my mind.
So you think you could have taken your hand off of her and she's still okay?
And it might even gone from here to here. And then eventually she just probably would have
Maybe even
gotten up.
the connection.
Yeah, and even if she just had decided to stay, she's observing, and I actually could turn and say, would you like a turn? And just bring her right in.
So
You know,
now you're giving
so I
her
could
attention.
continue with a lot of this presentation and really get the bulk of it of what I needed, and then I can turn and say, you did this last week.
And it was good.
Yeah, so then you know, you did this last week, would you like a turn?
Well, and even just you doing that, like, that, for me, with the role play, I love drama, it's ridiculous. But I feel, I'm like, yeah, I can be responsible. It's like, because the boundary and everything, like, I felt cared for, but felt like that was inappropriate. And all of a sudden, I feel like I'm getting direction. Like, oh yeah, I can shine for a minute like
Okay.
this.
So no strategy is going to work for every kid, and no strategy is going to work for the same kid day after day. So you're just always mixing it up. But it's always about, there's a need, it's not being met. Can I help meet it right now? Or am I going to ignore it, and am I going to meet it afterwards?
I think also the fact that you responded so quickly and you physically responded was like, oh, okay, maybe this is not okay.
So there's a lot of strategy. This one's a pretty easy, it's really annoying because it comes back. But it keeps coming back because even though you're doing something to redirect, the need isn't met.
Physical strategies have to be careful though.
Well, and
So-
all I didn't actually move her. I actually turned and like gave her a little, like, right
Okay,
here.
but you did put your hand
And then
on
I
her
did this,
shoulder.
yeah. Is that not gonna be okay in this school?
It is because we're private this year, and I know,
I think I broke rules at AISU.
I break them
so
every day.
right,
I gave kids hugs because
I would just say never
They-
give firm.
they
Like,
needed hugs.
always nice, never firm, and never too nice.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Well, and you have to keep in mind that as you are working with kids, as women, side hugs are appropriate because we have an area in the front that is not appropriate for, you know, little boys to be nestled against. And, you know, side hugs, if you always keep it side huggish. But, I mean, still make that connection, a nice
For my
good.
little guys and 3 to 6-year-olds.
Well, I mean, you can get a nice good hug, but you might need to get down to their
Age
level. If you're
appropriate.
Yeah, for sure.
Like in my class, side hugs are gonna have to be the way to go, because they're
Yeah.
all growing, some of them are taller than me, it's probably just not appropriate to be giving those kinds of hugs.
So I wanna ask you, when we did this strategy, how did that leave you feeling as the person deserving my attention right now?
Honestly, I really didn't even realize like that it was happening.
And
you
how did
know?
that feel versus when she was here and?
I was just like,
You're like, oh, you're taking my
So
time.
Yeah, okay. So even the
Leave me
kids
alone.
around can get a little annoyed too. Okay, cool. Thank you for doing
Awesome,
that.
yeah.
Thank you for doing that. Let's see the second one. If you can remember.
Take your chair.
oh, in my chair? Or sit over here.
Iced tea.
You're just telling me not to?
I'm just giving you
Are you-
her time to.
Oh, is this the
try.
skid?
No, no,
Oh.
no.
Like you changed it. Okay, here we go. And action.
Hey, you guys, stop fighting with each other. Oh, hey, okay, that's right. I have to be mean, that's right. Don't push her. Don't tell me what to do. You cannot say that to a teacher.
I just did.
Then you should go to the principal's office.
I should, shouldn't I? You
Yeah.
gonna take me there? Go ahead, take me there.
Oh, man.
Don't touch me.
Get to the principal's office.
I'm not going anywhere.
Security!
Wow.
Yeah, student, take it out of the classroom.
Look at Jen even keep her cool. You even kept her cool right there, Jen. That was really fun to watch.
That was
Okay.
good.
I would have been flipping my little bit a little quicker than you, so that was impressive. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got a hat. So we have a teacher who is perceptive enough to pick up on a code.
Okay, and I'm not allowed to say, can I just tell you start on the playground.
Is a child who's heated in the moment going to get the answer why?
No, because they're up here.
I don't think anybody can ever answer why, so I'd never ask a why question.
So
But-
I can only tell you from my experience
Yeah.
that it's usually something that's happened from someplace else.
Mhm.
So I just kind of, I like to
Yeah.
ask the question to see, hey, like,
Right.
did she hit you 5 minutes ago when you were in the bathroom? And now it's, you know, it's a continuation? That's why I like to ask that question.
And my experience is that in the moment, usually kids that are there don't want to go there in that moment,
Okay.
okay? And as I told this group, and I'll tell you guys, in general, about 80% of boys cannot feel and think and talk at the same time. So if they're heated and they're feeling, don't ask them to talk.
Is that true for men?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Very, very much. And they also run a smaller spectrum of emotion, of showing emotions. So they, like, everything comes out as anger with them. Not everything, but it's like my daughter hurts herself and he gets angry. You know, not even at her. He's just like angry that I'm her father and I couldn't protect you from running into the tree. You know, I mean, it's just a funny, it's a protective anger. But the point is that things show up as anger quicker. And so they emote and escalate quicker with their emotions. So that's very important to know about boys. Another kid might be willing. And I'm not saying not all boys, but majority of boys, the majority of the time.
Okay.
Okay?
Can they learn how to do both? Can set the goal and behavior? Or is
The
it
goal,
physically impossible?
the goal is self-regulation, right? So the goal would be, can they calm down? And then secondary would be, what can we learn from this? You know, what can you learn? But make the goal first self-regulation. And some kids are not going, they're going to be learning a lot. You have to trust they are learning, even if they don't want to talk about it. Okay.
All right. This date?
You're laughing at me?
Hitting is not allowed in the classroom. You have two choices. You can either cool down at your seat, or if you need, you can walk out for 5 minutes until you regain control of your body.
Okay.
Is that what you're looking for?
Nice.
What about me?
Are you
okay? Well, she needs the other hat. She needs that hat.
What about me?
You got the perfect pair, so
Rochelle just walked in.
for you.
Rochelle?